Hi friends, welcome back to Wine, Waits, and Crafty Creates. So I was hoping to be able to do my intro from the beach, but I discovered it was a little too windy, as you can see in the beginning here. So I'm actually bringing the rest of this to you from our patio to our resort, which you can see in the background because I'm bringing this video to you from Aruba. I did the filming at home before we left, but I am putting it all together for you while we are here on vacation because I didn't want you to have to wait 2 weeks for a video. It's short and sweet, but it's a fun fall wreath. And again, because I knew we would be in Aruba, the audio was live while I was making the wreath, so you're gonna hear me opening packages and things like that, so just bear with me on this video. I hope you like it. It's short and sweet, but it's a gorgeous wreath when it's completed. I'm also very excited. I was so excited. I was hoping I would hit 100 subscribers while in Aruba, and I did. Thank you guys so much. I was so ridiculously excited when I hit 100. So if you know anybody else that would like to watch a fun DIY YouTube channel, referral my way. Let's build this channel up even more from here. But thank you for helping me hit 100. And remember, I have a giveaway next week when we return. So make sure you go watch that calendar video if you haven't yet, and make sure you enter and don't miss out on that giveaway because that's very exciting. So here we go. Let's just jump right on into the video. So I've had this wreath idea in mind for a while, and it's going to require a lot of raffia. Well, I have some raffia from the Dollar Tree, but man, I don't know if you all struggle to find it like I do, but I struggled to find this. The day I found this, I was so excited, and I've been to a lot of Dollar Trees. I go to them often, and I still struggle, and that's it. This is the only one I've ever found. So, and trust me, I go to a lot of Dollar Trees. So, you know what I was finding a lot were these luau skirts. So we are going to take this and we are going to use this to help me make my fall harvest wreath that I've been wanting to make for a while, but it requires a lot of raffia. So we're going to see. Y'all are experimenting with me. I have no idea if this is going to turn out. It may be a fail, but you know what? I'm probably going to still leave it in my video, even if it is an epic fail. So that way you can see that it happens to everybody, even people who are making YouTube videos. So let's get started. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Here we go. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is just separate little strands at a time. And then I'm just going to take them around my wreath frame. Normally, any wreath I've ever done, ever, I cover these green frames, but my hopes, my vision is that this will end up being a very extremely full wreath and we won't be able to see that green anyways. If you don't want to risk it, wrap some burlap around it, paint it, or do whatever you want. But like I said, my hopes is that this is going to end up being so full that we don't see that anyways. And I know right now it looks a little crazy. You're probably thinking, what the heck? That looks really long. But let's just get this wreath covered with this, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I am definitely one of those DIYers on YouTube that makes my items for my videos for the very first time. These are not items I have previously made, and this item will show that. So I am all out of my skirt, and you can still see a lot of green. I probably should have wrapped that first, but I don't want to, and I want it to be fuller anyways. So I am going to take the raffia that I got from the Dollar Tree that I finally was able to find, and I'm just going to try to fill in even more of these spots that still show the green. I'm going to try to still make it as full as I possibly can. I'm just going to go in through here because I don't want to take all this off at this point, but I definitely don't want you to see it. And honestly, I think I'll like the texture of having two different types, because let's face it here. So I'm just going to go through with the scissors and trim this up, trim the pieces up, because right now, I mean, they're a good 6 inches long. We're not going to need them to be 6 inches long. Cut some. Just keep going through each little area that you still see green. Add more. Cut it up. Push it together. Some of the ones that you already have cut. What I'm going to do right now is push the pieces even closer together. So when you get a whole area done, you're going to have to do a lot of fluffing. I know you probably think with something like this, that's like you're not going to have to, but you will, otherwise they'll all stick together and it won't give you the look that you're going for. So we're just going to go in and I'm going to trim it a little bit more. I was scared to trim it a little bit too much at first, because I didn't want to make it too short and then make it seem bald. Can't see my green part to the wreath at all. It looks nice and full, especially when you fluff it around. Now I'm liking it. So I have my wreath halfway full. I have it to the fullness I was looking for. I was just hoping that between that skirt and pack of raffia, I would be able to make it around the whole wreath. And I didn't, obviously. So we are going to change things up here. I do have some left, but I want to be able to save it for fillers. So I have these little picks that I got from Walmart, actually. And I really like the color of the pumpkins. I like that neutral green color. And then you have some berries, some greenery. You have a lot all mixed in. So I really liked it. And I thought, after I realized I wasn't going to be able to make it all the way with the wreath, I realized that this will really match and fill in, and can fill in a lot of this empty space as well, but will keep me with the same look, because I was going to go with light pumpkins on this anyways. But before I add on those little picks, I did decide I am going to add some ribbon. So I have this ribbon that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to add it around the rest of the wreath. So that way, anything that I have that may show from this point forward, I have it covered, and I don't deal with the issue of seeing the green through. I definitely don't want to be seeing that green. All right. Okay, so I have some of these pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, I originally showed you the little picks from Walmart that had the color that I really liked on the pumpkins, but then I realized they looked huge on this wreath. So I am going to take some moss chalk paint, and I'm just going to grab a few of each of these different pumpkins that I have from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint them so that way they'll fit in here a little bit better. But I don't like the color on these, especially when you mix it in with the raffia. So I'm just going to paint some of these to use. So while my pumpkins are drying over there, I want to go ahead and get my bow made. Now, this is just one method that I use sometimes for bows. So I'm gonna kind of use it this time. And instead of tying like a bow like you would if you were tying your shoe or something like that, I just create my straight pieces and then fold them together. And then if you go like this, you'll see it makes a bow, but you don't have the little legs to it. So we'll have to do some finishing touches, but we will do that. So I want a couple different sizes, which is why that one is not as big as that one. And then I just think this ribbon from Walmart is so pretty. But I want both of these to be the same size. And this one to actually be a little bit smaller. Then I already have a piece of the wording ribbon cut, just a long piece. And we'll just stick it, figure out where the middle is, stick this on the back. So on these type of bows, we're just going to fluff out the little sides here that I made. And then when we're ready to put it in place, we can make sure this is cut where we need it cut. I just don't want to cut it right now and then cut it too short. And so now we're just going to tie it on to the bottom of the wreath, which is where I want this one to be.